This is David Wheaton. The following is a short take from the Christian Worldview radio program. You can hear the full program at thechristianworldview.org. Soeren, why are these countries now so eager to invest in the United States? But are there negatives to this type of major investment by Arab Muslim states into the United States?
Well, I think there's a number of different ways to view this. Obviously, it really depends on, we have to differentiate between Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and United Arab Emirates. The real problem for a lot of people, including myself, is Qatar. Qatar is a very, very wealthy country that is doing the bidding of Iran. That is an Islamist government whose objective is really to spread Islamism throughout the world. They're patrons of Hamas, and they have essentially control over Hamas. And so by the United States accepting these very large dollar contracts from Qatar, it's basically coming with strings attached. And this is really what the problem is, obviously, that in exchange for these very large dollar contracts coming into the United States, there's obviously the danger that the Trump administration will close a blind eye to Qatar's patronage of Hamas and all of the different Islamist groups, Muslim Brotherhood groups that Qatar is funding and protecting. I think that the investments from Saudi Arabia have a different dimension to them. Saudi Arabia is very concerned about the Iranian nuclear program, and Saudi Arabia is doing these deals with the United States in exchange for securing long-term U.S. commitments to Saudi security. In part of these deals, the United States has committed to helping Saudi Arabia develop its own nuclear program. I should mention that it's a civilian nuclear energy program. It's not a military dimension program. What the United States has been doing, what Trump administration is doing with these contracts, particularly with Saudi Arabia and with the United Arab Emirates, is to signal that the United States is not planning on leaving Saudi Arabia to its own devices. That was sort of the signal that the Obama administration and the Biden administration sent. And that by this interconnectedness, economically, through these investments that Saudi Arabia has promised and the United States has promised to deliver these very large contracts of weapons deals, it really signals a long-term commitment for the United States into Saudi security. And I think that that is a very positive thing for the stability of that part of the world.
This has been a short take from the Christian Worldview radio program. To hear the full program and connect with this nonprofit radio ministry, go to thechristianworldview.org. I'm David Wheaton.